Hey, good evening, everyone. So, such a lovely evening and a fantastic evening today. I'm Ramnath, founder, director, Full Throttle PGDM Bangalore, and I run this institution. I started this institution in September 2024, which provides post-graduation diploma in management with a specialization of business analytics and 100% guaranteed placement. I started this institution on a passion, and I have 16 years of experience in corporate and 5+ years as an entrepreneur and as a founder and director for the past 1.5 years. So today we are entering into an interesting topic for zero knowledge proofs versus full transparency. And I introduce my opponent, my arguing partner. Please take over and introduce yourself.
Sure, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Udaraman Kumar, and I am currently third year BTech student in Computer Science and Engineering from KL University, Hyderabad, where my primary interest lies in technology. I serve as a webmaster of KLH Bachpali ACL student chapter, where I work on building and maintaining technical platforms that support student communities, events, and knowledge and sharing. Through this role, I have hands-on experience in designing systems that must balance usability, reliability, and trust. In addition to that, I am also leading the Algorand Blockchain Club at KLH University. This role has given me a practical exposure to blockchain architecture, smart contracts, and real-world discussions around transparency, decentralization, and governance. Today, I am not just as a debater, but here as a technologist who has actively engaged in open systems, decentralized and community-driven events and platforms. So these experiences have changed my perspectives why openness and visibility is critical for building systems that people rely on today. So with this context, I'm excited to take part in today's face-off and start my perspective on full transparency in blockchain networks. So, so with this, I introduce you to blockchain. Before we dive in to today's face-off, it's important to briefly align you what actually represents. At its core, blockchain is just not a technology. It's a design philosophy. It's created to solve a long-standing problem in digital systems, how we establish trust between parties who don't know or the trust on each other without relying on a central authority. So blockchain answers it by introducing a distributed ledger, immutable records, and a consensus mechanism. So it's all about how much data is visible, who can verify transactions, and how much accountably is enforced. So now we understand the blockchain represents. Let me clearly state my position. I support here in full transparency in blockchain systems. Blockchain was created so that anyone can verify system without permission. It lies in openness, not hiding behind the layers, and that few only a few can understand. And it has accountability, which is like misuse can be detected and errors can be actually questioned, and people cannot silently concentrate. And it lies in the trust about verification. Here, the only thing which I wanted to say is the data verify it's like yourself. Here's the data and verify it like yourself. So this is the thing which the blockchain actually stands on. And the next thing I want to actually briefly describe is the public security needs visibility. Here in full transparency in blockchain is like now we used to identity and governance and financial infrastructure where systems actually affect the public. Must be irrespectable and decisions must be like observable by anyone and outcomes must be explainable. So here anywhere the individual privacy matters, privacy should not turn systems into black boxes. So where I found the risk in ZK proof is proofs are powerful, but they shift trust from open auditing to complex cryptography. Most of the users cannot audit the ZK circuits, which is a decentralized circuit.
I beg to differ over here, Siddhil. Sorry for the interruption. Since you
Yeah,
have
sure.
not completed your thing, so I
Yeah,
beg to
sure.
differ. When
Yeah,
you mentioned about auditing, auditing
yeah.
has to be done only by authorities.
Hmm.
Users can only go and verify whether the
Yeah.
operations are being done properly or not.
Hmm.
So, I really don't know in which way, if we are keeping it as a full transparency, just only for the basis of audit where the users are also involved and included, do you really think that if multiple set of users who are all just coming just only with one single set of authentication and all the informations are open and I would not say unsecure, since it has been open and if it is kept viable totally, do you really think that it is really effective enough and a better way to work on, and especially with the operation on a function like a blockchain? Your views, please.
Yeah, sure. I would like to answer this. So basically, auditing is not basically trusting the authorities. Like anyone can independently verify a system behavior of their asking a permission.
Okay.
So like it's like basically I don't want to explain it like you don't need to anyone to audit. You need the ability to anyone to audit.
No,
Like
that's what
everyone should
my
not
no
audit. Like
no
anyone can audit.
that's what my question is all about. When you have mentioned anyone can audit means the audit in the sense it has to come from the entire hierarchical level. So which means top to
Mm.
bottom, every single nook and corner has to be checked and
Mm.
verified. So that's called
Mm.
an audit. Now,
Yeah.
when we are drilling down in such kind of a progress, and since if it has been completely transparent, let's say
Mm.
this is coming with some set of an authentication. In which way you can say that even with full transparency, the security is being, how to say, is going to be a question mark. In which way it can be safe and secure? That's what my question
Yeah,
is.
I yeah, understood. So here, what I meant is that audit, like anyone can audit means it's not like anyone. So it will come from hierarchy without authority. So yeah, I would like to give an example. Like on Ethereum, smart contract is public and the transaction history is public, and state changes are public. This is the base layer actually. So where I just want to give like they don't read your code, they just see your outcomes, like observe your outcomes. Like example, there is questions not proofs basically. Like it's about open source, like you know about GitHub, right? People know like many open source projects. They read like the logic written and overflow, and often
But
observe to find the bugs.
sorry for the interruption. But still,
Yeah,
open
yeah,
source technologies are still considered as the most secured one, and they are
yeah.
not fully transparent yet. Just except for the accessibilities and for the availabilities, open
Hmm.
source technologies doesn't
Okay.
compromise on their security and they are completely safe. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So I would like to explain again this one. Like open source is like not equal to full transparency. They are related but not the same. I just gave an example. Like it's like code is visible.
Understood.
Like
Understood.
yeah, the smart contract code is on GitHub. Client software is a source code. Like you may not see the actual user data on real transactions or live state changes. Like they just have the code. The code is visible, data is
Mhm.
visible, and state transaction is visible, but outcomes are different.
Okay.
So like here, what I wanted to say basically is code plus data and execution visibility is like full transparency. What I wanted to tell is,
Okay. So
but it's
now when it comes to the, let's say, the financial freedom, or when
hmm,
it comes to the how to say, the credentials, or let it come for the oversharing.
okay.
So in which way do you
Mhm.
really think that full transparency can be a solution than a zero knowledge proof?
So in you're asking in like financial freedom, right? How it
Yeah,
can be?
absolutely.
Yeah. So it
See,
can be like
let me just put you, even in a very clearer way. Let's
okay.
say, what do we call it as a financial freedom? What do we generally understand by a financial freedom?
It's like having uh okay, continue.
Our transactions are safe
Yeah.
and secure.
Yeah, like we can use it like
Our
any on what
yes,
any
yes. So we can put it across only if we wanted to.
yeah,
Now, if the system itself is being kept open,
yeah.
then I really don't know. Please, if you have any things for going for this.
Sure, I want to just explain it by
Please.
using like a small things. Like you can see, like look at like you can see at a Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? And
Okay.
you can see the total supply. You can see the you can verify the issuance. You can audit the monetary policy. You can prove the inflation and manipulation, and you can self custody without the permission actually. So
Okay.
this is like critical. Financial freedom starts with knowing the rules cannot lie. So I want
Mm-hmm.
to just state this one here. And
Uh,
like, yeah, I want to add one more point. Like in that case, okay, it's like on the free, like if I'm mad, but designers have to be honest also.
okay, let me just put across even more in a clearer way since you have
Okay.
entered into this particular thing. I just want to
Mm.
drill down and enter into the next set of hierarchical level. So
Okay.
when we are looking for authentication
Mm.
or when we are looking for, let's say, the concept called wallet,
Okay.
okay, wallet. If
Mm.
the
Mm.
complete set of transaction, according to you,
Okay.
if it is
Okay.
getting completely transparent,
Mm.
and I really don't think so, that can be controlled or it can be safe and secure. Because if one set of an operation or an execution can be manipulated or enter inside or infiltrated, do you
Mm.
really think that the existing core data is completely safe and secure? My question is that.
So I just want to answer like authentications means like it tells you like who are you, right? Like when you log into the
Let,
software, like
let,
it
let
just
me
tells
let
you who
me
are
let
you.
me let us not enter into the technical
Okay.
element. Let me just put across
Sure.
even more in a simple way. Let's say if we are entering into any email login, let's say
Okay.
a normal Gmail login, we are entering inside. We are trying to
Okay.
logging in into, and for the
Mm.
first time or after sometimes if we got signed out, by
Mm.
the time when we are logging in, it used to ask the security question, and plus it
Okay.
used to ask should we have to send a verification code to any backup email ID or to any mobile number whichever it is being connected. Two-step
Mm.
verification, three-step verification. This is just only for a normal open source email. So which means
Mm.
anybody can create a Gmail account. No problem.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
such kind of a free option itself,
Mm.
even after having two-way of verification also,
Yeah.
we might have got to know that there are a lot of infiltrations which are all happening. The email is getting hacked, the social media accounts, even they are also getting hacked. But
Yeah.
this is even more a sensitive operation and a function. Plus, we
Yeah.
are trusting an application and a process we are entering inside. By that time, if we really don't have such kind of a safety and a secured operation or a function, if
Yeah.
it is completely transparent, in which way it can be properly executed, that's what my question is.
Okay. If it's like properly transparent, how can we execute it, right?
Yes, my question is that. Let's say, let's keep it
Yeah.
this
Understood.
person. Yeah,
I have understood
please.
your question. I'll just
Yes,
answer
please,
it.
please,
Like,
please, please.
you asked like to in this two-factor authentication and then it's sensitive and then how can we implement it? Transparency, right? So basically, what I meant is transparency. What applies is to rules and verification, not the secrets. So transparent is safe to public, like not hidden, like authentication rules, verification logic, security protocol, and failure of conditions. Like it's never hidden, like must be public. Like you no need to hide passwords, private keys, OTPs. Like you need to hide that one. That should be hidden. And what
Let
should be
me
transparent is authentication rules, verification logic, security protocol, and what happens if we fails, like conditions. The security, what I want to mention is it does not need to come from hiding rules. Like it need to come from protecting secrets like OTP, passwords, all those things. Like let's
uh,
take example what you meant. Like taken the Google Gmail as example. So what I meant is anyone can create the account, login flow with publicly known, two-step verification which you said, and password hashing. So this must be like open. So these are the rules. What must be not open like your password, your OTP, your recovery data, your pass keys, and your like Google internal keys, secret keys which Google has. Like when you go like to other sites and first time it takes that it comes. So login was transparent, not transparent here. Like if Gmail gets hacked, like in this case.
Okay, so we just got an interesting question over here, which has been
Hmm.
come from the audience side. How can zero knowledge systems prevent money laundering without breaking their privacy promise? That is what
Yeah,
zero knowledge proof is all about.
yeah,
This particular question, this particular answer, I'm just giving it for both of you, for the person who
sure,
have asked this question as well as your own, for the point which you have mentioned down. So
yeah.
for every single transaction, it should be globally visible. But
Hmm.
at the same time, the privacy is kept very, very clearly effective as per to the promise whichever it has been given through. Plus,
Understood.
the compliance doesn't require a storage for the sensitive informations whichever you are providing it of. Let's say
Hmm.
it's totally based only on the authentications based on your identity, not by anything
Hmm.
else. So, which means when it comes to a zero knowledge proof or when it comes to zero knowledge systems, it is
Hmm.
completely decentralized and none of the
Oh.
informations are being commonly provided together. So, which means
Hmm.
if a person is trying to infiltrate, they can't even touch your core element at all. It is
Oh.
totally safe and secure,
Hmm.
which means they can't even see a decrypted information.
Uh, I want to actually ask something here.
Yes, please, please, please.
Like zero knowledge proof cannot fully prevent money laundering system on their own. Like they can prove compliance and
Definitely,
predefined rules, but
definitely,
they cannot
definitely. Because
reveal suspicious behavior socially.
let me just tell you in which way.
Yeah,
Because it can either access only your own access
yeah,
or it will never access anything.
yeah.
For an example, on a layman's term, I can tell you the voting machine which we are going for the election.
Mm.
It is nothing but a calculator, right?
So
The voting machine, well, let me just finish. The
understood. I
voting
just want to
machine
ask one thing.
where we can provide is just only the entering element. It
Yeah,
cannot execute anything.
understood.
Similarly, the zero knowledge systems will never allow you to provide any other information other than whatever it requires. It is not an open source system. It is not a search engine. Or it cannot allow you to enter inside, bypass, and then to go and access everything. It
Understood.
just allows you only on the pre-measured and the desired operations and the functions. It won't even ask you one unnecessary question also, and it won't let you allow to even to provide an unwanted informations also. Everything is pre-materialized and pre-progressed. I believe I've given the answer for
Yeah,
you,
I want to
Nikhil
just argue
Prasad
one
Singh.
sentence with
Yeah,
that.
please,
Like,
please, please.
if everything is important is like hidden behind the pros, how does one ordinary user, like someone,
Let me just
verify
tell
without
you.
trusting the
Yeah,
experts?
let me just tell you one more thing. A common layman or a user doesn't want to or doesn't need to know every single aspect.
Hmm.
The user ultimately requires only one thing. Let's say
Hmm.
I'm putting this one also into a common example. Let's say
Hmm.
you have got files on your Google Drive.
Hmm.
Yeah, the same email ID, whatever you are using the same thing.
Okay.
Correct? Even if you are sharing that
Hmm.
particular file to me, or if I am
Hmm.
sharing that particular file to you, other than unless if you are not providing the access, I can just only see the file. I cannot even open it. To open it, I require the access from your end. Right? Now, let me just tell you one more thing. At least in Google Drive, you can be able to open it and over there only it will just tell you access is denied. But over here, you can't even enter it without the accessibility.
Oh, yeah, I understood. Like you
Just a
don't
minute,
want
just
to.
a minute. I just got one more question also.
Sure, no worries.
Sorry, I'll get back to you.
Sure, no worries. No worries.
If users can prove things without revealing underlying data, how do regulators, investigators, and courts step in when something goes wrong. Does zero knowledge make enforcement harder in real world governance? That is what zero knowledge systems are doing about Kunal Chaudhary. I think I mentioned your name correctly. Okay, very sorry if I spelled your name wrong. Now, since you have asked about underlying the data and investigators or court to step in, first of all, when it comes to all these legal set of operations or any set of allegations, it is mentioned in the rule book that it cannot be infiltrated. Let me just put you, I'll just try to give you a real-time example. I don't want to reveal who it is, and then I don't want to mention what it is. An extremist who left his iPhone, and that person left his iPhone and then he escaped. I really don't want to
Okay.
say where it happened and what is the extremist name. I really don't want to mention that particular name also. But when the officers grabbed that particular important evidence, because since it was iPhone and it got all their transactions, the conversations, everything was there. When they tried to open it, they couldn't crack it.
Okay.
That has gone to the top level management, and Apple has mentioned one thing very clearly. Very sorry, sir. Our users thing is very, very important. We cannot open it and we will not open it and give it to you. This is just a small example I'm just giving. Why I'm saying is the providers or the zero knowledge system providers or the person whoever is keeping the safe, who is what to say, their ultimate aim and their main goal is to keep the data and the information safe and secure. It can be accessible only by two people. Number one is the developers and the people who are having the accessibility. Second one is the user.
I want to just have a small.
Yeah, please.
So it's like Apple not sharing data is like others, like Apple not sharing users data to others is privacy, not anti-transparency. They're like confusing data access with different transparency.
No. Let me just tell you one more thing. If you are making like this, the other user will also ask like this. So just a minute. I think Karan has asked one more question. Does implementing zero proof ZK proof need permission from ZK sync era? Karan, let me just try to put you one thing very clearly. For the moment when you are going to go for ZK, you definitely require permission. It is definitely required. Why I'm saying is, how will you get to know about this is authenticated? It is verified because you require some set of a place where it is coming from. This place is effective. This process is effective and this is trustworthy. It is viable. Where we really do have. Let me just put you even more, I'll just give you even more a simple, example. For a website, whichever we are giving, we used to get the security certificate, right? The moment if we buy a domain and if we are building a website, automatically it will not go as a secured website. We require the security certificate, correct? Similarly, for a ZK proof also, we definitely require permission. That's where authentication lies into. I hope I answered your question. Now, yes, you can continue your points, Sendil. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like initially, like you are given a Google Drive, like information, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
this is like it's called access control. Like files exist in Google servers, like you cannot see someone else's files.
Okay, so I think
Like access
you.
control is not equal to transparency again in this case.
Yeah. I can tell you where you got. You just got step into it. Let me just put you across one thing very clearly.
Yeah,
Accessibility is also one of the step of processes. Okay, so it is
yeah.
not just only our executional level or something else. Even
Hmm.
your accessibility falls under step one. So which means that is the first ever layer which it used to start the process for. Let me just give you the same
Uh,
example, even more in a
yeah,
different
sure.
way. Even more in a different way. Let's say if we are okay, so you were supposed to ask something. So you were asking something, then I'll just explain it completely. Yeah, please.
Yeah, sure. And one more thing is that as per the chat, we got a question right. ZK sync error. Like what I wanted is like if ZK needs approval, it's like already failed in the decentralization promise, right?
This is where, again, people used to get confused between centralization and decentralization.
Yeah.
Here, when it comes to blockchain or when it comes to zero knowledge proof, ZK proof, this is totally decentralized. How in the effective way means each and every single data is connected, it is attached, but it is not completely dependent. Clear? Let's say, let me just put you across one more thing also. We have a link, we have a backup, we have a authenticated element. It will come out only if it doesn't meet out any of the other set of secured elements. Let's say, let me just give the same iPhone example also. So somebody used to keep that security option in their settings that if the passcode is entered more than 10 times wrong, okay, all the data
Yeah.
will be erased, the phone will be locked. If at all the existing option, whichever the authentication is being provided, then only it will get opened. Yeah.
Like you are one more thing about like you told about a common man, right? A common man
Yeah.
like doesn't want to know everything, but he wants to know no else can see secretly
No, no, no,
see
no. Let me
data.
just put you across one thing. You are having
Yeah.
a bank account, right?
Mhm.
You know how to access internet banking, and you know how to do NEFT or RTGS or UPI transaction payment or anything.
Okay.
Do you really have any idea regarding what is the difference between a corporate banking and a retail banking?
Yeah.
You might be knowing only about the term. You really don't know how it works, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
That is the same thing, even though if we
But
are
yeah, I want to
Hmm.
say like we are going like very deep in like privacy and transparency. But what actually matters is whether it's transparent or private. The real question is does the system actually work for people at a scale?
That's what even I'm telling about. But the end user doesn't
Like
mind or
most
need
people do
a
not choose systems based on cryptography, right? They choose based on ease, cost, and
let me here
the
here
proof.
here is
Why should we ask to
exactly
struggle like?
here yeah, here is where the main problem occurs, or here is where people might think that crypto, they'll just pass over, just it is like a cryptography. What is meant by cryptography? First of all, it is an encrypted message. Even it cannot be decrypted just like that. Like how you are seeing in the movies or in the in the cinemas, it is not that much easier.
But transparency matters is the first place, right? If anyway
First,
cryptography, like,
that that is
transparency in the
that is why I
like
just
system
gave
should
you
understand like it should be understandable, predictable, like if it's
very clear, very
accountable.
clear. But it should be there only for the end user and the service provider.
Yeah,
There
but
is
like
there is no transparency required in between. Let me just put you across even more in a better way. So if you are looking at some set of a transaction, I think I just got another question over here. My question is to Ramnath. Okay, zero knowledge proof deliberately remove visibility. Yes, but history shows that opacity is where corruption, fraud, and abusive thrive. Why should we trust a system that is designed to hide information rather than expose it? Okay. Again and again, I'm giving you the same example only. Let me just tell you, people, you should not get confused between, uh, how to say, it is not hidden. Okay. It is secure. It can be accessed only with the verified user and with the person who is providing the access. And let me just put you
yeah, but
just a minute. Let
sure,
me just answer
sure,
this
sure,
particular
sure,
question and then
sure,
I'll get back to you. Now,
sure.
it doesn't remove visibility. It just closes the vicinity. Okay, removing visibility means nobody can see an access. Let me just put you across. Even if you are looking at fraud and abusive thrive, okay, very much it has been there. But All these things happened only if there is no proper safe and secure system which has been designed completely. If they are very deliberate about safety and security, there won't be any problem such like this, where an impeachment or an infiltration can happen, which means if there is a system which cannot provide you a proper security. To put you across, to give you an example regarding this, in a recent time, I just came across one particular application called SecureXDID. I'll repeat once again, SecureXDID. That particular application provides you each and every single nook and corner for data safety, information safety, and the accessibility. That particular application cannot be impeached or infiltrated by any means, and it is a proven access. And if you really want to check it out, it is already available in the App Store also, in the Play Store also. It is called SecureXDID.io. Please do check it out if my information is wrong. One and all, if any application developer or an organization which is giving you such kind of an execution, that organization should have a minimal requirement of providing your data authority. If the system itself is not developed properly or it's not been accessed properly, then only problem occurs. But there is no problem with the executions. And this might be occurred in the initial days. I think all of you might be talking about how it has been happened a decade before, 5 years before, but none of the records can happen today. Right now.
But I want to argue one
please,
I agree safety and security matter, but hiding what happened to users is not automatically make the system.
Again, I'm saying it is not hiding. Please don't get confused with this particular term. Hidden is let me just tell you. In our systems also, the folders we can give right click and then show it as hidden. Yeah, correct. Some of the systems, whichever is having the admin user accessibility, only they can see the hidden files and folders.
What I meant is you're saying that there should be no visibility because visibility feels unsafe, but in zero knowledge system, there's actually more hiding, just not.
Let me just tell you the same example which I have come across. This I'm talking about 15 years before, not 15 years, sorry, 12 or 13 years before.
And I just want to tell one thing, I'm not against privacy.
I'm also saying,
not being able to see.
I'm not saying that you are against zero knowledge, but I'm saying I'm against full transparency. Why I'm saying is, since I'm coming across with my experience, I'm just telling you.
But that's what I'm saying, that I am against the system which the safety depends on the people not being able to see.
That is what I'm saying. That is the USP for those systems I'm telling you. Because as of now, you might not be using. Let's say you are, how to say, as an individual user or as a part of an organization, you might be having a limited set of access, so that by the time you might think that, okay, I cannot see this. This particular vicinity is not being there for me. How can I, infiltrate more? How can I, dig more? How can I execute more? But let me just tell you one thing: it is not practically possible, and it should not be practically possible. Why? In the sense, certain set of operations, let's say the primary level of security and the executional level of security, both are having more accessibility directly to the core data. Directly to the core data. If either any one of those elements are being kept open, trust me, it is easily possible for anybody to enter inside the system.
Yeah, but the safety depends on people not being able to see. Safety depends on trust, not on verification.
Let me just tell you one more. Yes,
Decentralized was created to remove exactly that kind of trust.
Correct. But again, decentralization can go on information loss also, data loss also. We have come across such kind of a thing. After coming through all these problems and the how to say, the demerits whatever we have faced down. That is why for the past 5 years, zero knowledge systems are being taken as the need of the hour.
Yeah, I
Why?
agree that.
Let me just
Yeah, I agree
tell
that
you. Let
hiding
me just put you
sensitive.
across one more thing also.
Yeah,
Amazon, which provides the cloud operation for every single user for the
yeah.
blockchain users. Let's say
Mm,
right now Amazon are the pioneer. Even
mm,
whoever is developing their actions also, they will be somewhere or somehow connected to Amazon cloud.
yeah.
The first ever option whatever they are making is not providing the complete access for wallet. Amazon used to provide a free user for any single person whoever is creating. Free user authentication they are providing. You doesn't have to pay for anything.
Yeah,
Whichever it is
I
coming in
almost
the free
understood that
tier
every
option, that
application
is
you
fine.
use is connected to
But
Amazon. True,
but
I
but
understand.
even if
But
it
it's a
is
default choice for developers.
let me just tell you, even if it is coming for the free tier users, the data cannot be accessed or visible for anyone. It should not be, because that should be the concern. Right now, you might be looking as a developer. Now,
Yeah.
at one point, when you are providing the service to the user, currently, if the function is running better or proper, no problem. If any
See,
problem, let me just
I
ask you
understood.
one more simple question.
Yeah,
So many of us will be having a social media account,
yeah,
Instagram, Facebook, all those.
yeah,
Everybody used to say only this particular person can enter inside, not the other person cannot enter inside. All these set of
yeah.
elements will be provided inside. Suddenly, a person's account will get hacked. And
Mm.
all of us will be told, please don't get into it. It is a cracked account. It is my account has been
Yeah.
hacked. My all those elements has been hacked. But have you ever faced like any of these problems when it comes to these kind of a decentralized or according to your decentralized
But
options?
yeah, I want to just answer regarding these accounts. Don't get hacked because they are visible. They are hacked because access is stolen by
That is
someone.
what I'm saying. That is what my point is all about.
So seeing that, see, what I want is seeing the
Very
rules doesn't
simple.
just gives us the key.
The moment when you
Yeah,
are,
I just
the
want to
moment
answer
when
that.
you are
Yeah,
compromising at one point, it will be a compromise till the end. Okay, I
yeah,
just got what. Yeah,
that's
please,
what I want
please.
to say. Transparency helps us to detect hacks. I like hiding or helps like hackers get unnotified. Like if nobody can see what happened, only the hacker knows the truth.
Okay, just a minute. First, let me just answer the question to Karan. Why ZK proof? I think the next question is for you. Why ZK proof was not popular 5 years back? What's the reason everyone talks about it right now? Any particular company response? See, again, I cannot disclose this particular information in public. But if you check it out, for the past 5 years, it has been getting evolved and developed, because every single option will be handled only from trial and error. But for the past 1 decade, uh, initially there was a very big problem happened between these kind of a same set of a debate which was happened. Um, how to say, no, without getting into controversy, I really don't know. But let me just put you across, Karan. I'll just tell you one more thing. The moment when people started accessing more at the initial set of minimalistic operation, the transparency level or a ZK system operation is not going to be a problem, because it's a closed circuit, which means to say even if one set of the transactions and the functionals are very limitized, we have a
Oh,
secure and a desired set of operations or transactions per day. Let's say our UPI has per day the limit or the transaction is not more than 1 lakh for this particular user, for 5 lakh for this particular user, for 10 lakh for a platinum user, not more than 50 transactions, 25 transactions. Like that, they were having a restriction, and which was, it was working on a shell or like a very minimalistic operation. The moment the bubble is getting bigger, when the circle is getting bigger, when the network is getting into a snowflake schema, not in a star schema, So when it is coming to a decentralized and a expanded vision, the first ever option which they faced was the data security. The transactional data security, not just only the core data security, the transactional security, which was not supposed to be provided through. A lot of problem happened. If you really want to dig into, please check on Global Economic Times and please do check with any of the AI information, especially if you are having Perplexity and Gemini AI. Please do ask about this question. That will
Yeah,
provide you a
what
legal
I
proof why it has been
yeah,
given through.
but
Let me
transparency security comes with
no,
cryptographic
no.
keys, not
See, see,
by the
see.
internet.
Sendil, let me just put you across.
Yeah.
As a right now, you are talking only as in a user and a developer perspective. Let's say you are
Yeah.
working in an organization, or you are being a user from a which is providing you a service. You are taking that particular service, or you are working in a organization, whichever it has been there. The moment when you are providing that particular set of element, at least if some of the users who are not asking, when the system is working fine, when they don't face any issue, it is not a problem. The moment when one single user which is being recommended to, or if any one single transaction is being compromised, gone case. Even any single ERP developer, the person whoever is developing an ERP system for an for an organization end to end, even that particular person will be accessing only through ZK systems.
Yeah, I understood. Like before that, I would like answer this question.
Yeah, please, please,
Answer
please.
the question.
Yeah.
Or like what I meant is like because like transparency removes the information monopoly. Like institutions don't gain power by seeing data. They already like do. Like what gives them power is when only they can see it. Like for transparency, everything starts with same data. Analysis may offer, and but truth is no longer the gateway of anything. Like transparency doesn't empower analysts. It limits the outcome. Only rely on the secrecy.
Okay. If
And
inside,
one more thing which you asked is sanctions compromise. Like transparency doesn't force understanding. It preserves the right to verify.
okay, so there comes an interesting question, and I can see there is a it's an extension from Karan's question. If insiders misuse power inside a ZK system, let me just tell you one thing, Aditya. One thing very, very clearly, it will come under every single developer's policy that the insiders cannot access these data without any authentication. Even the company cannot access. It is totally automated. If they really wanted to enter inside, even they have to go several set of security layers. Similarly, even if that's why you can see each and every single user, whoever it is asking. Let's say if you are asking for a, let's say, I'll put you as a simple example. If you really want to take the balance sheet of your of your bank account, it will not just come just like that. Even
Like
though
that's
you can,
yeah, that's the exactly
even if you
point.
are
Like
even if
yeah,
you are
yeah.
providing it, every single
I
access, even the developers or the security providers cannot take it. It will be totally monitored and it will be visible. So
so
here the okay, so to make
yeah,
Central
I
happier,
have one
the
thing like
transparency will be there on the security, but the
yeah, but it is
security
like
will
after
never
misuse
be
is detected
controlled.
or damage is done, right?
Sorry,
Not
sorry, sorry,
before it.
sorry,
Like
sorry.
the misuse is detected only after the damage is used. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's what
authenticity
I'm saying.
controls you
That's what
can
I'm
access,
saying.
but not guaranteeing.
Previously, 5 years before, this can be a question, but it cannot be a crisis right now. That's what I'm saying. Each and every single developer, or when it comes to Uh, okay, just a minute. Let them come to a conclusion afterwards. Okay, so I just want to check. Okay, Guru, may I know this particular question is to me or to Sendal? Higher authorities through hierarchy, then what really changes from Web 2 to Web 3? Okay, okay, thank you, Guru. Okay, in Web3, we say we remove trust. But if information is hidden and only accessible to privileged actors, isn't that just Web2 with cryptography? No, no. You are getting confused between the cryptographical element between Web 2 to Web 3. Okay. Web 3 is okay. So Sangeeta is supporting Uday. Very good. Thank you so much, Sangeeta. Okay. My take on this particular thing between Web 2 to Web 3, Web 2 is having cryptography, fine, but the security layer in Web 2 is not that much efficient enough. That's why they have come up with the new set of element called Web 3. Even the developers are still working on something in the uplifting of the working progress for Web 3 as well. Let's say if you are executing the simple set of an operation or an authentication, Web3 doesn't allow even the cryptographic elements to enter inside that much easily. So even the insiders, even they cannot access it. That's what I said. Even entering inside
When
is,
you're saying, yeah, like five
please,
years
please.
ago, like it used to happen, but the systems now hold real money and real users, so standards must change. But authentication alone is no longer enough, where insiders still can misuse the power.
See, there will not be an misuse of power anywhere, because the initial set of policy, whatever they are accessing itself, will provide exactly like that. And we
Like that's why
cannot
transparency must now matter more than 5 years ago.
see,
That's what I
it
mean
is,
here.
see, let me just tell you, since it was completely transparent, that is where problem occurred. If it has been safe and secure, or if it has been ZK systems from the beginning itself, this particular problem would have not been happened. That's what my point is all about. When everything has been open, when everything has been transparent, where is called as the basic information security? And we all will be thinking like, okay, the insiders are, let me just tell you one thing. You are having let me just give you the same bank example only again. You are having a bank account. Do you really think do you really think that your bank manager is accessing your account every day? Do you really think that your bank manager is taking some money and then reposting it again?
No, but we might think that hackers can do that. Like by
No way.
Web
See,
3 exists in
it
the
it
first place for that.
that's why I'm saying it will happen only if it is transparent.
Yeah,
If
that's
it
what
is
transparency plays a main role.
if it is not being transparent, trust me, the firewall or the existing level of Web3 layer will never ever allow the infiltrators. And that's what my question is all about.
Yeah, like with
In
that's
the
what I'm saying.
past
Like
five in the past 5 years, or in the past 1 year, let me just put you across, no need to go back 5 years. In the past 6 months, from the previous the financial year to this particular current financial year, have you ever come across one single ZK system has faced any single issue like
yeah,
this?
that's what I have a small question for. Like if I hiding information, if like what
See, if some
what it is
buts,
according.
see,
Yeah, yeah.
let me just put you across. If some buts are only hypothetical, are completely hypothetical, because it cannot be practical. If it has been possible, that could have been a huge issue right now. Why they wanted to develop and make it even more in a bigger way? Let me
Yeah, but yeah,
just a
that's
minute,
what
just a
is
minute.
the main thing.
I've got one another question over here.
Yeah.
Akhil, yeah, Akhil. I support you in being against full transparency, but could you please explain where do we strike the balance of what is knowledge and what is being verified? Okay. ZK proofs requires some verification of an action or transaction being completed, right? And then how it is really zero knowledge. Okay. Uh, Let me just tell you this particular thing, Akhil, to you. Zero knowledge doesn't mean that it will be completely hidden, totally cryptography, totally unauthenticated. No, it is completely not like that. It can be verified not just only for some verifications, it is having authenticated verifications, including the entry level. Let's say till your transaction is completely get over. Even the existing user cannot go back and redo or re-verify the same thing. Once it is done, it is done. So that's why it is very clearly, promptly, properly mentioned that each and every single layer, even the user is passing through, it cannot be infiltrated by both the developers as well as the users. The system is completely safe and secure. It cannot be transparent even for the
Yeah,
existing user,
but it needs
whoever
to,
it is using.
yeah, but it need to be identified and like taken action by someone. Like
Your voice is
transparency
your
for
voice is
the
breaking,
blockchain.
Sandal. No. Your voice is breaking, Sandal. Please
Yeah,
repeat it
now is
again.
it fine now?
Yeah.
Now
Please,
is it
please,
fine?
please, 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 please,
Yeah,
please,
like
please.
ZK proof still requires some sort of verification, right? But in full transparency, the core promise is blockchain that it's not hiding. Like anyone can verify it. The
No.
system itself is
No.
verifying it, like
Exactly.
supply routes and governance.
The automated system verification cannot be completely, or we cannot take it for granted. Okay, it is just only for a primary set of a
Like
safety and a
a system which
security.
cannot see the blind trust. Like everyone saying, like it's
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let me just tell you one more thing. When we are, how to say, uh, let me just try to put you across in a real-time example. Okay, how do you know how the set of cryptocurrency is being transacted? The how the transaction is being happened? A simple
yeah,
cryptocurrency transfer.
yeah,
I'm asking you how a simple cryptocurrency transfer is been happening according to you.
yeah, yeah. You're asking me. Yeah, just hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, so like it is controlled by few institutions, right? The cryptocurrency it's controlled by few institutions. Like change, inflation could happen.
First
It
of
will be
all,
like itself. Like
let me just, that's why I'm saying the investment, whatever you are providing, that itself will be hidden. That's what I'm saying.
like crypto, like what I'm meaning is crypto didn't start hiding data. It started by making the power visible. Like
Again, you people are getting confused within, the general terms. It is not just only on the general terms. I'm trying to explain you the
I want
access.
I want to explain that it's like a small thing. Like cryptocurrency happened because the people wanted the money they could verify, not money they could actually trust.
Let me just
If
tell
you
you one more.
transparency, crypto would be like digital banking with extra steps. Like
Let me just tell you one more thing. Cryptocurrency or crypto transaction is not like your regular bank transactions. Okay. First of all, the first layer of investment, whatever you are providing, the first layer of information, whatever you are providing, itself is totally or has to be authenticated. Even that will be completely invisible. Only it will be coming only as, let's say, let me just put you across even more in a better understanding way. Let's say if you are, have you ever gambled in a casino?
not yet.
Okay. Have you ever seen such kind of scenes in a casino, in a
Yeah,
movies
yeah,
or
I've
something?
seen. Yeah,
Right? They will provide money, they'll get tokens, they'll play with the tokens, and how much ever they are winning, and finally, you are going to provide the tokens. According to the tokens, how much you are providing, that much you will be getting the money back. Correct?
yeah.
That's what you understood, right?
But rules are written in the background, right? That's just to ensure
Very
transparency.
simple. That's why I said I didn't give casino as a valid example. Correct? Casino is totally even over there. You cannot just like that enter inside over anywhere else over there. Correct? If they themselves, whoever is doing illegal, or even some of them, we used to say that gambling and casino, we are doing it legally, ethically, royally, whatever it might be. But still, even that particular place is being highly safe and secure. When it comes to your effective money, we cannot compromise on every single step. We
Yeah, but
cannot
we have been
even,
discussed. Yeah,
please.
yeah, sure, you can continue.
So we cannot compromise on not even one single step. When it comes to zero knowledge proof means we all are thinking that, okay, the moment when we enter inside, it is getting closed. Only the extremists are accessing. No. Proper professionals, authenticated professionals are accessing it. They are providing at a very large scale of executions. That's why I just gave you a
Yeah, but mobile
just a minute,
phones are
just a
built for
minute,
safety. They prove that
just a minute,
it's
just a minute, just a minute, just a
controlled
minute.
centralized, not decentralization.
Just a minute. I've just seen ZK proof will bring Web 3 into Web 2 to improve security in ZK proof will need to use blockchain. It is also correct, Karan. But what I'm saying is, comparatively, right now, no one is using Web 2. Okay, only the preliminary set of access or only for the test users, they might use Web 2. Right now, Web 2 is not at all being used. We will be using only Web 3 because that is what totally safe and secure. It has been totally upgraded. Each and every single access is being totally given through. And yes, what you observe and what you understand is exactly right. It has been developed from the Web 2 options only, which has been taken from trial and error. Yeah, now you can continue your thing. You were saying something, Sandhya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I just wanted to say, like what's said in casino, we don't verify fairness. Like you just press the
We
slot,
are, we will be,
like an
even
unscripted
though,
signal.
even the mobile phones are not allowed inside. You cannot use your mobile phones. Even you
See, I just
cannot.
want to tell you like this: transparency doesn't make systems like weak. It forces systems to be sound.
I just gave you an example as a casino. I just gave you as an example
Yeah,
casino because
understood.
even in that particular set of a case, they used to make it exactly like that. So when a place where it is temporary, which cannot be taken completely, let's say you can have the tokens or the chips with you only till you pass out from that place. Even if you go on the next day, they will consider you like, they will check their security cameras, who you are, have you exactly came yesterday, and all the other set of things and all they used to make it up. Right now, over here, it is
See,
exactly
that's what
like,
I'm telling. See, transparency
so over
doesn't
here,
remove security.
over here, if the transparency is being provided, trust me, right now you might think that, okay, you are thinking only in your own perspective. When it comes to a collective or a distributed perspective, we cannot even keep how many number of users are there. We can't even show that, and we should not show that. And that is the primary and the preliminary process which we are
That's
supposed to
what
provide as a security. We can't even explore or we can't even
that's what I want to
expose
mean. Like
how
here,
many number of users are there first of all inside. So if we are not even showing how many number of users are there inside, how can we show or how can we make that, okay, it is only for me? Yes, every single user can have the access. They can go inside, they can check it out. It is exactly like your own banking system. You will enter into the website, you will do the login, you will go inside, you do everything, whatever it might be. And if you really want to
uh,
do the transfer,
yeah,
you will get the OTP,
I am
etc.,
saying I
etc.,
think the
all
same.
those. But when it comes to these kind of deposits or when it comes to these kind of
Yeah, but
digital transaction, and this is totally digital.
yeah, but transparency doesn't remove security, right? It removes the ability to misuse the security without being seen.
Let me just tell you one thing. That is where people are getting confused. If it is zero knowledge or if it is secure means doesn't mean that it will be infiltrated. Doesn't mean that somebody will take it for granted. Doesn't mean that somebody will do a mischievous activity. No, it is legally viable. First of all, if such kind of a thing happens, you don't have to go and file a complaint. The system itself will go and
See,
arise the.
that's what I want to explain. Like transparency is actually does not mean by anyone can break the system. It means like if someone breaks or misuses it, they can't hide it.
That's what. When it comes to, again, you are misunderstanding this word hidden. Doesn't mean somebody is making it out to
See,
you.
I just
It
wanted
is
to tell this
not. See,
like one
it
thing.
is
Like
not hidden
is it
here. Hidden here is invisible or it is not visible only for every single existing users. Only for the authenticated user can be seeing it, even if the authenticated user is entering inside with the wrong information or a mischievous information, even that will not be open. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to little bit of transparency, where it used to get compromised, I'm telling you, the initial set of system itself, if it can be breached, the further levels can be easily infiltrated. That's why each and every single service provider, when it comes to these set of developers, whoever is providing this particular thing, they will always make sure each and every single okay, just a minute, I'll just got another question. Hey, this is not a heated moment, boss, please, sorry. We are having a healthy it's not even an argument, it's just only a healthy conversation, that's all. Okay. My question is to Ramnath, does hidden system behavior reduce attacks or just
yeah.
reduce public awareness or of attacks? Okay, it definitely reduce attacks.
I
How
want to
means
share.
how means let me just answer this question because this is very very
Yeah,
brief,
sure,
and
sure. No
then
worries.
you can
Sure.
you can finish it off. The main thing is, let me just tell you how it reduces attacks means the how to say, a fake ID or a unauthorized ID cannot even enter into the first step itself. That's why using the Web3 secured operation, whichever it has been coming inside, the cryptographic elements are not just only to access, or it just holds only the how to say, like a it is not just only a closed box or a Pandora box. It is a accessible box, but it requires a strong authentication for both the ends. It is exactly like opening a missile attack. Like, both the options should be on the same set of sync. If one is not being there, it cannot be accessed. It will be totally sealed. That's why it is completely secured. I think I have
Yeah.
answered your question,
Yeah.
Aditya.
Yeah. Actually, the CCTV example which you said, I want to just lay it with an example. Like, a bank has a vault, to a lock, has a lock.
Hmm.
A CC camera watches the vault, right?
Hmm.
Like, lock is a security and CCTV is a transparency right here. Like, removing CCTV doesn't mean the vault is more secure. It only makes insider theft easier. Like, transparency is like removing the lock here, and transparency is adding the camera. And like here, hackers doesn't need cameras; they need a keys.
It's not
So
just
like,
only
I just
the
want
see, see, see,
one more point I want to know. Just one
please.
minute, just a minute. Like,
You
if
want
hiding
to
makes
know, or you
the
want
system
to?
secure,
Hmm.
the safest place on the would be a room with no lights and no locks.
Hey, no, not like that. Don't think like that. Seriously, don't think like that. Okay, because let me just tell you one thing very clearly. All of us will be thinking only one thing, that if we close our eyes, the world is dark. No. Or if we think that the room is closed and if it is dark, it is safe. No. The moment you are entering inside online, nothing can be provided to you until or unless if it is totally given with ZK system operations. Even if one set of transparency will definitely, okay, to both. China's great firewall proves that total visibility allows for total control. Udayanna, by pushing, I think this particular question is for you. And Ramnath sir, if ZK acts like a VPN to bypass that wall, won't governments just ban it immediately? That's what even I'm also talking about. Because this even can, okay, for Tejaswini, let me just tell you
Yes,
one more. I'll just answer the question to Tejaswini. Tejaswini, let me just tell you one thing. The VPN doesn't have to enter inside. If the system detects that it is coming from a VPN, that itself is more than enough. So don't think that none of these elements can be breached or infiltrated or anything.
Yeah, I just want to
No
answer
way.
Tejaswini one thing
Yes,
here.
yes, yes. Please.
That's like is I
I
have
think
a concern. Like,
Is
I think
Tejaswini is
it's
your
important.
junior. Is Tejaswini is your junior?
I think so. I just don't know much about it.
Okay, good. Since she has mentioned you as Uday Anna, so that's why I just simply asked. Okay.
Okay, I don't have much idea. I just
Okay.
very concerned about this one.
Yeah, yeah. Please, 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 please.
Like, I just concern to him, like strong concern. Like, we have to separate what creates control and what exposes it. Like, China's Great Wall is not powerful because systems are transparent. It's powerful because it's centralized.
Let me just say one another controversial statement, though it is fine. Please do, please don't think that any of these set of firewalls are, don't believe in these online rumors that this is the most, secured firewall. If some set of organizations who are who are giving an cannot be breachable systems, they'll never boast like this. Okay, so please don't fall into these kind of traps or elements. Or good that you people are getting into you people are researching, everything is fine. But my only I won't say advice, or I can say I can provide you my suggestion that please don't look into any of these systems or any of these functions or operations just only in the user's perspective. Okay, please do look at on the service provider's perspective also, because then only, as a even as a developer, or even since you people are all students, you are from in the near months, in this in another few months, you people are going to be professionals. my suggestion is to you is please do have a open mind and a thought about on both the ends, but please do take a stand clearly only if you are totally compromised. Because my main thing over here is like, always we'll be thinking only on the end perspective, end user perspective, and only on the easy accessible perspective. Let us not think in such a way. It should be user friendly, I don't deny. It should be operational friendly, functional friendly, I'm not denying that, but that should be there only on the framework. It should not be on the data storage, it should not be on the data accessibility, or it should not be on the transactional process at all. Please don't think that it is hidden, means it has been kept it under somewhere, somebody might open it and use it. Please don't think like that. It can be infiltrated only by crooks if it is not being authenticated or verified. Better you enter inside to any these set of elements, please make sure that those things are effective and authenticate. That's why I just gave you a valid example over here that called SecureX DID. If you really want to check it out, please do check it out. You will get to know about what are all the points I've mentioned over here. So finally, it's transparency better or privacy? Current, I will definitely say, please go for privacy. Please don't expect for transparency. In my
I
experience,
want to tell one point here, like
yeah,
privacy
please.
protect people, transparency protect systems.
As good one, but again, security and privacy should prevent both the systems and the users. Question to Ramnath. Okay, Balaji Naidu. Okay, do you agree that transparency and privacy are different things? One protects system, the other protects people.
Yeah, that's
Please,
what I want to understand.
that's why I just told you right now. Privacy should protect both systems as well as the user, because we cannot say that transparency is for one thing and privacy
Yeah,
is
we
for the
need
other thing.
privacy and transparency for both systems and
We need transparency only on one thing, only on the accessibility, only on the user access, how much ever it is easily authenticated, how much it is easily accessible, let's say how it is easily approachable. That's all. Transparency should end over there. Transparency should not cross the limit beyond that. Let's say majority of the people used to think that the key features whatever they are providing, they will think that that is transparency. No, that is different and that is different. Privacy is always privacy. We cannot be transparent on any of these operations or functions at all. Trust me, if I would have been in your place on this debate today, I would have not got points at all, because I have already, it has been there since with my experience also. I'm just telling you, because I'm not telling just only Amazon. Let it be any of the cloud operations. Let it be any of the blockchain, executors, whoever has been developed or something. If you ask each and every single developer, their first thing ever, it will come like, sir, ours is a ZKP system. They'll never say that, sir, we are totally transparent to you. Not even a single developer. Please do check it out. Their key USP and the selling point will be, we are ZK systems. Trust me, not even a single corporate or an MNC will authenticate a developer, whoever is providing even a single percentage of compromise in their ZKP systems. They'll never allow it. They'll never ever allow it. It is totally onto their toes, because it is their reputation, it is their investment, it is their transaction, it is their every single key information. It is like one set of a thing which is getting exposed, it is totally exposed.
yeah, but still, transparency removes the trust with remove the correctness.
See, again, that's what I'm telling you, right? Right now, I still agree with your perspective. I'm not denying, but my suggestion is, please do explore more. Then you will get to know about why
definitely
transparency for. See, Aditya, that's what I told you. Transparency for system should be there only till the accessibility begins, not for the entire systems. Please don't get confused. Okay, the accessibility is only for the feature. and the accessibility or the the reach out elements only till that particular element it should be transparent. The moment the accessibility begins, the moment when the functional or the operation begins, we cannot be or should not be transparent at all. It should be totally private. Yeah, please. I think we have passed out the time by over 9 minutes. I think we are supposed to have only 1 hour conversation. Am I
So
right?
like we have in a
Is it?
conversation. Yeah,
I think that's why these people might have given that, please don't have heated arguments. I think they are indirectly giving a caution that, it is getting,
yeah, that's
it
true.
is surpassing, it is surpassing the
Uh,
time. Okay, let me just put across the same question to the users so that after that we can close also in another
yeah,
5 minutes. How was the conversation and how was this particular
yeah. You
phase
can give
off?
your reviews.
Yeah, please. So whom did you like? Whom did you not like? Okay, we are enjoying. Okay.
Successful enjoying. Yeah,
Okay. SecureDApp is enjoying. So any reviews or any comments from the users or from okay to Ramnath sir. If ZK fails, hacker can print money silently. How can we trust a black box system that only a few people in the world can? See,
I
Tejaswini.
need to really figure out who is this.
Okay. See, Tejaswini, let me just tell you, a ZK will never fail. As a experienced person, I'm just telling you, a ZK will never fail. Because each and every single set of even the beta version of a ZK system will be authenticated for 20 layers. 20 layers. It's not a joke. And by the time when they are developing, uh, again, I cannot disclose their working secrets. Then again, it will be provided as a as a open thing for the infiltrators, whoever has been there. I really don't know how many of them are going to see. So if we say any of these, the USPs, which is not right, because that is where they have built it, they have built their systems. So don't worry, Tejaswini, and again please don't think that don't think like any Hollywood cinemas or a Bollywood cinema that
Yeah,
somebody will infiltrate it, I can sit in a system, I can be like this. No, it cannot be. It is possible only on cinema. Trust me, even to hack a normal single website itself will take more than 1,000 lines of codes. Okay, breaching a security firewall is not like how you see in Fast and Furious cinema or any of these franchises or something. I'm entering inside to this particular government. No, it cannot be. It is possible only in the imagination and the cinema. It is never ever possible in the real time moment at the current
right.
situation. Okay, so Balaji Naidu is supporting both. I really don't know in which way, but still, okay. Sangeeta, awesome session, guys. Cheers to both of you on SecureDApp. Okay, thank you so much, Sangeeta, for your thing. So, anything else? Anybody else? So that is there anything to say finally, or we can close it? Just let me know, or let us know. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
first of all, we have asked all the users, how was the thing? You first say, Sendil, how was the, you know, how did you feel about the face off? Even I'm also a speaker, so I'm just simply asking you.
yeah, it was quite good and engaging talking to you and very like very like it was good. I
So
really
are you,
enjoyed.
okay, are you still in the mindset of being in transparent or did I brainwash you?
Yeah, what I understood at the end is like CK help us to hide what should be private, transparency help us to
Exactly.
expose what should be never be hidden, power and rules.
See,
ZK still helps us to hiding what it need to buy hide.
even right now, whoever has been as a user here, as a developer here, as a service provider here, as a student here, or as a fresher here, please do think only one
Yeah,
thing. Okay.
but we need to explore the
Uh,
board.
exactly. And plus, don't think that if one set of a system is getting failed, you cannot say that it is a total failure, because each and every single development of any set of a technology will come only through if you are having a multiple set of layoffs or a
Yeah, we need to explore everything first.
setbacks. setbacks. That's why I just gave you this particular example. Previously, 5 years before, this was never happened because the set of system accessibilities have been raised more. I'll just give you even more a simple example. A decade before, in 2016, we used to recharge 1 GB data for 314 rupees or
Yeah,
315
I know.
rupees and that is also for a month. And today we are accessing 2.5 GB data or 3 GB data per day.
Unlimited also. Like
Yes, and still we are complaining that we are not effectively
getting the speed.
accessing. Yes, have you ever worked on in a 32 kbps of an internet speed?
I guess
You
like
can't even imagine,
1040.
and that too 32 kbps, and that is also connected through it is not broadband, it is monoband coming from BSNL telephony connection.
Yeah, I understood.
Suddenly some wrong numbers used to come. Already the dial-up connection will take more time to get connected.
Yeah,
Suddenly if some call comes, the internet will get cut off.
yeah,
We used to access internet such kind of an era.
understood.
So
But now
that's
it's
why
like
exactly. So how the effective accessibility is getting increased, the same way the security will also get increased. And please don't think, put yourself a couple of decades back with the current era. Okay, that is where you are getting this particular set of a confusion. Okay, also learned many interesting things, Balaji Naidu. Good. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, thank you, SecureDApp, for providing such kind of an opportunity. And it's been a very long time since I have taken part in a debate. It's been a very long time since I've started my own business, and then since I've started my own college, I've never been into such kind of a social activity or any kind of this kind of an interactive things at all, apart from my students. So thankfully, I just got a wonderful opportunity today to have such kind of a a
yeah,
fantastic conversation, and that too with the younger minds and bloods when it comes inside. No, so even I will feel energetic and charged. And good show, Sandal. Please do keep it up. My best
thank you.
wishes to you.
Yeah,
And
it was quite interesting to talk with you about this thing, and I also thank Security App for being such a great opportunity.
yes, yes, yes.
Things like we can connect one more time anytime else also.
In the
Again.
future. Yes.
Yeah.
And my best wishes to everyone. And thank you so much for all the users who have supported. Thank you so much. We are signing it off. Bye bye. Okay.
Okay, some surprise. Yeah.
Okay. Even I will also be waiting for the same surprise.
I'll also be waiting.
Thank you so much, SecureDApp. And thank you so much.